We're going live. We are live right now. We are live right now. What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Whoops. Today's Thursday, January 7th. We are full in to January. We're full in to 2021. And already it's starting absolutely crazy. Crazy. When you come into the live, or if you're watching right now, hit that like button right now. Hit that like button. All right. We are experiencing some political uncomfortability yesterday, and this is slightly off topic. Yesterday, MAGA supporters, Trump supporters, literally ran through the nation's Capitol building and looted the Capitol building. Insane. I could say that if the majority of them look like me or with darker pigmentation, more melanated, they probably wouldn't be walking out alive. But that's off topic. I don't want to talk about that. I'll talk about that another time. Today, I want to talk about, and I really want to have this discussion because, and it's going to be quick. I'm not going to be long because if my dates are right, Candidly V is going live at 7:30. So I want everybody to go and hit her channel up. But since posting that video about Kevin Samuels, or my position on Kevin Samuels, which really isn't a negative position, and people are assuming that it is, like I dislike the guy. I don't dislike the guy. I already said, I appreciate the work he's trying to do. He's getting young men to be a little bit more confident in themselves. I just don't like his approach, and that's it. Like when it comes to people that he disagrees with, I think he's a great orator. Hey, long hair Yordanova, what's up? Jayla, how are you? I appreciate his ability to control the conversation. However, since then, I'm getting like a lot of crazy comments in my videos and calling me all sorts of names. And I think it's kind of ironic that they are quick to call me names when they don't like it done to them by the women, because they usually say that that's what women tend to do when they don't have anything intelligent to say. They start insulting people. That's neither here nor there. But in the process of me posting that video, what started to happen is on my YouTube timeline, I started to get a lot of videos from people in the men's space, women in the men's space, or what they like to call the menosphere. Trini Warrior, what's going on, my sister? Right? And what's happening is this. I have been learning a little bit about what they speak about, what's going on, real talk, what they stand for. And I got to be honest, it's extremely fluid. There's not really anything solid. There's not really like a core tenets of belief. At least with Kevin Samuels, he when he talks about high value man, he has 6 core tenets that he goes by. So I can trust his logic because he actually stands for something. Okay, I will say that. But a lot of the men that I've had a chance to converse with in my comments, they don't really have much. And I go to their channels, there's not much happening there. They're either faceless or whatever. But some men I had a chance to engage with in peaceful dialogue, disagreements. And that's what I like, where men can disagree, talk, and be men about it. But some of the videos I've been watching, and this is also a position that Kevin Samuels has, is that the value of a woman is in her looks, the way she looks. I miss you too, Jayla. I miss you too. So the value is in the way she looks. And I understand their logic about why they say that, but I understand why they say that. I will say that their logic is slightly flawed in it because of the whole term value in a woman's looks. A woman is valued because of her looks, where men are valued because of their money or their status. And I have an issue with that because you men can have status and that can appreciate in value. Women can be gorgeous, but a woman's looks aren't going to stay forever. That depreciates in value. So if we place a woman's value based on what she looks like, then we are putting our value in something that's going to depreciate eventually, right? Everybody's looks going to go. No one's going to stay handsome forever. No woman's going to stay gorgeous forever in that sense where they, where everybody wants to be with them. That's not how life works. And when we put value on, when we put value on the looks of anybody, we're putting value in something that does not appreciate in value. It depreciates in value, right? And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Because I'm thinking like, I don't know if I could really wrap my head around a man telling me and trying to convince me that, and especially when you're thinking about economics, right? And fellas, if you're watching, please leave a comment. Tell me how I'm wrong. When you're trying to logically come at me with the whole argument of economics, right? And how men are valued by their status, women are valued by their look, but men's status can appreciate. They can get more status and get more influence. Where a woman, as they get older, just like a man, their looks tend to fade. The wrinkles start to happen. Hair turns gray, which I think is beautiful on women. But it depreciates in value. So is a woman's value really based on her looks? Is it? And that's my question. How could a woman's look be what men value? And if it is, should we be talking to men and thinking, yo, bro, I understand that she looks good, but that better not be the reason why you choose her. Now, let me say this, and that makes me mad, look bad, makes the men look bad, and putting value on something that depreciates, bro. And that's my question. Like, I'm just trying to understand this whole thing logically, right? Because men, they're supposed to be logical creatures. They're supposed to be calculated, right? Calculated with certain things, right? And well, Golden Phoenix, there's this narrative that a woman a woman's value is in her looks, and a lot of the men in the manosphere believe that. A lot of men that are pro men, they believe that. So I'm questioning, and hopefully somebody can come on here and answer this question for me. If a woman's value isn't what she looks like, and that can depreciate, is that really what we should be valuing about women? Is that what we should be basing who we want to be with on? Like, is that what a high value woman is? Solely based on her looks? Now, I'm not saying that an attractive woman or finding somebody attractive and wanting to talk to them because you're attracted to them is a bad thing. I'm saying that a person's look, man or woman, can be the initial reason why you want to get to know somebody. But that can't be the reason why you choose that person just because they look good. Okay? And I feel kind of awkward because I had a student in my class last year, Jayla. Hi, Jayla. She was one of my students last year. She's in the chat and she's trying to school us. So, please, everybody in the chat, behave. All right. She's in the 5th grade now, doing her thing. So, Jayla, I'm extremely proud of you. You keep doing your thing. She's a brilliant and bright student. And her mom is probably listening too. Hey, mom. All right. So, if we base being with a woman on what she looks like, then we've just made thanks real, please behave. We've just made a really bad decision. Really bad. Now, if I'm wrong, please let me know in the chat. Please let me know in the chat. If I'm wrong, please let me know, because I'm trying to understand it. All right? I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to understand how because I understand what, a lot of men say that they're not concerned about, and I'm the same way. So I can agree with this. I'm not really concerned what a woman has in her bank account. I don't really care what kind of job she has. Right. Um, I didn't choose my wife based on what she worked, where she worked. All right. Or what she did for a living and how much money she made. She's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. She's bad. But that's not even why I chose her. The way she looks is not what motivated me to choose her as a wife. It was who she is as a person and her character. And I know that her character will appreciate and value, right? So I can be attracted initially to my wife when we were, in the dating stage, right? Getting to know stage, right? I could be attracted to her, but that's not what's going to make me choose her. Because then if I choose her based on that, I've just made a bad life investment. No? Let me know in the chat, man, because I'm confused about this, right? Like, I need the men to school me right now. I need the men to educate me on this. If a woman's value is in the way she look only, then how does that appreciate and value? Because the same men don't like women with weaves. They don't like women with fake anything. But the only way they can keep their value up is by getting fake stuff. So please tell me. Write it in the chat if you can. Write it in the comments if you're watching this out after the live, because I really want to know. I'm trying to understand. Look is what gets you in the door. It'll never keep you in the door. Now, me and my wife was having this conversation, real. We just had this conversation right before I went live. I told her, your looks will get you the person. Your character will keep the person. Like, you can get the person. That's why dudes be choosing women that are baddies, Instagram baddies and all that. And a year and a half later, they want to leave because they don't have peace. Women be looking for the 6-figure guy who's got a 6-pack and he's over 6 feet tall. Those are my 666s. And then want to leave after because they don't have character. But so real, you're absolutely right. You should value a woman by her attitude on how she treated you. I agree also. Like, I think that should be another consideration. I don't think that we should be treating somebody better because they treat me better. I'm going to treat you good regardless. But if you don't treat me good, I'm just going to stop treating you, period. I'm not going to treat you bad. I'm just going to not treat you. That's what it is. That's logic. Like, that's smart relationship decision making, right? Golden Phoenix says you shouldn't base it on looks. Anything can happen. Before she deteriorates. You're right. Right. Such as she can get into a car accident. You're right. Or happen to be in a fire. Right. And come out disfigured. Basis should be on character, her values in life. I agree. Now, I'm not saying that people who choose to date somebody who's attractive is doing a bad thing. All right. A lot of people out there, they're attracted to what they're attracted to. Right. And if they find something is beautiful, they look at it. They want to get to know it. They want to be around it. I get it. The problem is this. After a while, a person's character will come out, and that character, if it's ugly, will make the whole person ugly. I heard this: beauty is skin deep, but ugliness is to the core. Come on. Did it work? Can you guys hear the sound effects? Yeah. Candalee V, what's going on? I'm going to end soon because I know you got your live today. I'm going to end. All right. So this is quick, but we have to think about this, fellas. We have to think about, and V, if you can do me a favor and put the link to your live stream in the chat for us so everybody can go there afterwards. We have to think about, wait, you don't have a live? I'm confused. All right, let me know in the chat. So we have to think about value, because economically, if something is valuable, it appreciates in value. It doesn't depreciate. So if men are out there thinking, and honestly, like, this is open for conversation. I don't understand it. I don't understand why. I don't understand why a man's value is in something that can appreciate in value over time. But a woman's value is in something that depreciates in value over time. Because what happens is this: if you marry somebody or get with somebody because of their looks, and their looks depreciate in value, you know what happens? You want to go buy or want to go get something else that looks good. All right. I guess that's why a lot of men compare women to cars, right? Because once a car depreciates in value, you want to go buy a new car that's newer, better looking, faster, smoother, whatever reasons you want to buy a new car. So when we look at cars and we look at women, if we choose women like we choose our cars based on what they look like, and it depreciates in value, what's going to keep us there after we've made a commitment? Because we made a commitment to looks. All right. Oh, you're still unpacking. Candy V just bought a house. Just bought a house. Wait, which one's the money one? Because now that you bought a house, you're going to be spending mad money. Hey, what's going on, brother Herb? What's going on? Herb's that I want a short. Oh, good. Hey, listen. Well, she may not be loyal. She got good characters, then she'll be loyal, right, bro? Real says it's hard to find attractiveness with great character. I found it. I need both because attractiveness is what makes me want to talk to you. If you're not attractive, I won't know anything about your character. You see, and that's the thing. Man will see something that's attractive. And then a real man want to know the character of the person, right? And I'm not just talking about a woman who, because some men in this space, and I've heard them talk, want a woman that's, and they've used words like this. They want a woman that's docile and submissive. I don't know if those are character traits that we should be looking for or choosing also, because if you want somebody that's docile and submissive, then you want a woman or a slave or somebody to just stroke your ego. But I could be wrong, fellas. Listen, I'm up for discussion. I'm open for discussion. Leave it in the chat. You can even comment before, call me a simp before you explain things to me. I don't mind. I just want to know, because I just don't understand it. All right, I don't understand why a man's value is in his status, which can appreciate in value, but a woman's value is in what she looks like, and that depreciates. You're going to have to school me, fellas. It seems imbalanced. It seems illogical. Unless women exist to be just pieces for men to use and get rid of and dispose of when they have lost use for them. This may make me a simp, but I don't see women that way. I wouldn't see my wife that way. So please help me out. Help me out, fellas, because I really need to understand this. And I'm honest. I'm not like trying to be funny or snarky. I really want to know this. I want to understand it. All right. Disagree with what V says? Wait. Oh, is that right? I heard you say I found it. Yeah, I did. I said, I don't know how they came up with that after 30. So you seen the comment? I don't know either. I don't know how they came up with that. And the thing is, I wasn't saying anything really negative about the man. Like all I said was I just don't agree with a lot of the stuff that he says, or some of the stuff that he says, because I agree with a lot of it. He makes sense with a lot of things. I just don't agree with everything, and I don't agree with a lot of his approaches with people that disagree with him. That's it. That's it. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, so I really want to know, is a woman's value based on what she looks like? And if it is, I need to know why. Because if a man's value is in his pockets, in his status, and that can appreciate in value, why can't we choose a woman based on things that could appreciate in value, like her character, like her personality, like her attitude? Why are we valuing what women look like in that space? Or why are you valuing what women valuing a woman based on what she looked like in that space? I really need to understand this. Yeah, he doesn't speak for me. And the thing is, here's the thing about that, and it's exposed. Some men was on there saying he never said he speaks for me. But then some men were saying he only speaks for real men. So which one is it? So he does speak for people. All right. So if he doesn't speak for people, he don't speak for me. All right. So yeah, it's a whole thing. It's complicated. It's a complicated situation, but it is what it is. Yeah. Got men on there calling me ugly. Listen, I may be, but I got character. I could be ugly, but I got character. You know what I'm saying? All right. So listen, I'm going to end this live here. And if any of you fellas on there here listening, please, I kid you not, like I'm not trying to like be funny. I'm hoping to open up this conversation because I see manhood slightly different than you guys. I do believe that men should be men. I also believe that men should be able to speak to women in a way that's honest, direct, and respectful. Okay. I believe that, like a lot of the things that, some of these men stand for, I get, and I see why. I think for a long time, black males in particular have been absent from the homes, absent from being the leaders of their homes and head of homes and things like that. So I get it. But if we're going to return to that place, we have to return there the right way, not the toxic way. I heard a conversation yesterday with two big names in that manosphere space. They were on a live together. And they talked about women and how black women in America, they can't tolerate. So they'll go overseas and try to get a woman from overseas. And I started thinking, honestly, fellas, and you may get mad at me for saying this. And I started thinking, well, you guys really want to go overseas and mess up the women over there too? Like, come on. Like, no. Or it's like, I can't get the women I want here. So I'm just going to go overseas and get them. So that I also need to understand as well. I think that black men would benefit from traveling the world, but not because there's better options in other countries. It's to be more cultured and learned. But that's all I need to that's all I got to say. All right. I got into a crime and Mr. Harrison, and I love it. Jayla, we'll talk about that. Jayla's one of my students from last year. Yeah. So, hey, Marley December, what's up? Thank you. So, listen, it's crazy how I've had the opportunity. And the thing is, I think this is a blessing also because I'm learning that whole space. If you know me for a number of years, you know that one thing that I've been passionate about is manhood, fatherhood, men taking their roles seriously in the community, in their homes, and as fathers and with their wives. I've been extremely vocal about it. Written books, articles, spoke around the nation about the topic, all that stuff. Even been international, if you include Jamaica, St. Thomas, and Trinidad, and Puerto Rico. Yeah. I've even been on, talks with people in England. So it's somewhat international. But, oh, okay. Oh, caught a crime case. We'll talk. But, yeah, so I just, I'm passionate about this and I want to understand it. I want to understand for the purpose of maybe I can offer that space something. And also maybe they can educate me on some things as well. I'm open to learn. I'm open to disagree. And I find that when I disagree with somebody, it sharpens my argument better. So fellas, if you're watching this and you believe that a woman's value is in what she looks like, please leave a comment down below and let's chop it up. Let's see why you think that. Because if just economically thinking, we shouldn't really put value on something that depreciates, right? Not saying that we shouldn't value the woman. We value the woman, but we shouldn't choose a woman based on her looks only. Let's talk about it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And you know what? I'll let the women chop it up to women in the chat, women in the comments. Please let me know what you guys think also. Let this be an open conversation and please be respectful in the comments. Let's not be stupid, ignorant, immature man babies and girl women. Let's be grown in our conversation, please. Thank you. Hit the like button, share this out, all that good stuff. This is Harrison Family Vlogs. I'm Dre, and I'm out for the day. Peace. Let me end it now. Boom.